Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will see another aspect of the topic Pisces 1, that is respiration. First of all, we will see what is meant by this respiration. Respiration is nothing but the process of production of energy by the intake of oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide as a metabolic waste. That is, the respiration, the mechanism of this respiration mainly consists of these two processes, inspiration and expiration. What happens during this inspiration? During inspiration, the air is taken in, that is oxygen is taken in, and during expiration, the carbon dioxide is given out one. And what happens due to this respiration? The inhaled oxygen is utilized for the oxidation of this foodstuff to generate this energy one. As we know that in case of these vertebrates, there are various ways of the respirations are observed one, and the organs which are involved in this process of respiration is called as respiratory organs. In most of these vertebrate animals, it is carried out with the help of these lungs, so it is called as lung respiration one. In some animals, it is also carried out with the help of this skin tube, that is called as cutaneous respiration. And in some animals or in some vertebrates, this respiration is carried out with the help of gills, and it is called as gills respiration. This gill respiration is mostly occurred in case of these fishes, and in the previous lectures we also mentioned there are two major groups of these fishes are there, and these are bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes. Bony fishes are also called as osteichthyes fishes, and cartilaginous fishes are also called as chondrichthyes fishes one. In this today's lecture, first of all, we will see how the respiration is carried out in case of the bony fishes first, and how it is carried out in case of this cartilaginous fishes one. The major difference between these respiratory gills of these bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes is that in case of bony fishes, as we know that there are 4 pairs of these gills are there, and in case of these cartilaginous fishes there are 5 to 7 pairs. Mostly 5 pairs are there. Only one example is there. We are already gone through that. That is Petromyzon is having 7 pairs of these gill slits one. Okay, let us see how this respiration is carried out with the help of gills in case of these fishes. This is the simple mechanism by means of which the gills are involved into this respiration. Water is entered into this oral cavity through this mouth, and it is given out through this gills one, or through this gills one. This is the example of this bony fish one. There is a operculum over these gills. In case of this cartilaginous fishes, these gills are naked one. This is simple mechanism, and if you see the structural details of these gills are richly supplied with these blood capillaries. There are 2 types of these blood vessels are there. One is called as afferent blood vessel, and another one is called as efferent blood vessel. Afferent blood vessel काय करता है? It brings this deoxygenated blood for the purification in the region of this gills one. And in the region of the gills, these lamellae are there, and in these lamellae, these afferent blood vessels thrown into this numerous fine capillaries one, and these capillaries, these gill capillaries becomes thin in nature and recollected by means of this efferent blood vessel one. And while water is passing through these gills, the process of oxygenation of the blood takes place, and that's why the process of respiration is get completed one. Okay, then we will see how this mechanism of respiration is carried out in case of this bony fishes first, and then we will see this mechanism of respiration, how it is carried out in case of the cartilaginous fishes one. Okay, this is the diagram of this bony fish. There is a mouth. On one hand, on one side there is a gills covered by means of this operculum. Operculum is removed here, and we are observing strictly these 4 pairs of the gill slits are there. Then this mechanism of respiration consists of, as I told you, 2 steps. One is called as inspiration, and other one is called as expiration one. What happens during this inspiration? During this inspiration, water is taken into this buccal cavity or the pharyngeal cavity one. How it is brought about? At that time, the oral cavity opens, the floor of this buccal cavity lowers down, and operculum is get closed one. Due to lowering of this floor of this buccal cavity, vacuum or the large space is created into this pharyngeal region, and automatically water rushes through the mouth into this oral cavity one. At the same time, operculum is get closed, and the inhaled water or the coming water which is rich in oxygen, in that these gills or the gill lamellae are get freely bathing one. And it will take a while, and that time the exchange of the gases will be takes place one. That is, oxygen will be taken in and carbon dioxide will be given out. This is simple mechanism. This occurs due to this difference in this concentration gradient of this more that water containing more amount of this oxygen, and this gill lamellae or the afferent blood capillaries containing large amount of this carbon dioxide one, and due to increased amount of this oxygen, immediately the simple osmosis business oxygen exchange of these gases will be takes place. Then what happens? The next step, that is called as expiration. During this expiration, what happens? Now the mouth is get closed and operculum opens, the floor of the buccal cavity is raised up, and it will exert a kind of pressure on the water into this buccal cavity, and water rushes out through this pharyngeal gill slits one. This is the simple mechanism. That means in case of these bony fishes, during this respiration, inspiration and expiration business is carried out due to this movement of this floor of this buccal cavity, the movement of this operculum, and the exchange of the gases will be takes place one. As we already explained, these lamellae, short diagram is there. There are afferent blood vessel and efferent blood vessels are there. Afferent blood vessels carries deoxygenated blood, which is thrown into this number of fine capillaries and circulated into this wall of this lamellae, and which will reunites to form this efferent blood vessel. Afferent blood vessel carries deoxygenated blood, and efferent blood vessel carries oxygenated blood, and while coming out through these gills, these efferent blood vessels supplies blood to this each and every part of the body one. Okay, this is the mechanism one. These are these two diagrams are there, diagram A and diagram B. The diagram B represents this expiration and diagram A represent inspiration. This is the diagrammatic representation. What this diagram A indicates? Inspiration. What happens during this inspiration? Anterior end ला mouth आहे, mouth is get opened one. Just mouth च्या खालच्या बाजूला दोन oral valves आहेत, those are also get opened one. At the same time, branchial aperture आहे, which is covered by means of this operculum, it is get closed one. And due to the lowering of the floor of this buccal cavity, water rushes into the pharyngeal cavity one, and it will resides for a while into the pharyngeal cavity, and the mechanism of inspiration is carried out. If you see carefully the diagram B, here what happens? It is called as expiration one. Mouth is get closed by means of this oral valves one. Operculum gets open, floor of the buccal cavity is raised up, and automatically water rushes out from this pharyngeal cavity or the buccal cavity through these gills one. Operculum open झालेला असते, त्यामधून ते पाणी बाहेरच्या बाजूला जाते. This is the very simple mechanism. It is routine mechanism. If you observe fishes how this respires in what it is called as, that is fish tank. Fish tank मध्ये तुम्ही जर ऑब्झर्व केला तर मासे नेहमी असे तोंड उघडतात आणि त्याचे कल्ले बाहेर ओपन होतात आणि तिथून पाणी बाहेर पडते. इट इज अ रूटीन सिंपल प्रोसेस वन द्या. अँड during this the process of respiration is get completed one. That means in case of bony fishes, there are 4 pairs of these gills are there, and these gills are closed, covered by means of this operculum. It includes 2 processes, inspiration and expiration. Then we will see how the respiration is carried out in case of these cartilaginous fishes. This is the physiology with respiration. I already told you. In case of these bony fishes, water enters through this mouth, it is circulated into these gill filaments, richly vascularized capillarization of these afferent blood vessels will takes place. Deoxygenated blood, the afferent blood vessels antat, exchange of this blood will be takes place into this wall of this lamellae, gill lamellae 1, and carbon dioxide is given out during this process of expiration 1. Okay. Then we will see how this respiration is carried out in case of these cartilaginous fishes. This is the example taken up of the shark's gills are there. As we already told you, what is the difference between the gill numbers of these bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes? In case of these cartilaginous fishes, there are 5 pairs of gill slits are there. Here in this diagram, again diagram indicates two halls, part A and part B. Part B here indicates this process of inspiration and part A represents this expiration one. As diagram itself indicates, there are 5 pairs of these gills are there, and these, if you observe carefully, there is a gill racker, there is a central gill lamellae, the central arch is there, and on the either side of these gills there are lamellae are there. First gill जर बघितला तर it is hemi branch, आणि लास्ट गिल जर बघितलं तर इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ ब्रांच. फर्स्ट गिल आहे ते हाफच आहे, त्याच्या एकाच बाजूला फक्त गिल लॅमिलीज आहेत, आणि लास्ट जो गिल आहे तो हाफच आहे पण त्याच्यावरती नो हॅव्हिंग एनी काइंड्स ऑफ दिस गिल लॅमिलीज आर देयर. अँड ॲट द एंड देर आर external branchial flaps are there, openings are there, external branchial flaps are there. Then same process is here, just like this bony fishes one, but here in case of this cartilaginous fishes, the gills are naked without having any kinds of this operculum. So what, the ends of these gills are having this external branchial flaps one, and that flaps playing significant role during this process of inspiration and expiration one. The same thing is carried out during this inspiration. What is that? During this inspiration, the external gill slits are get closed by means of these external branchial flaps. The floor of this buccal cavity pushed down. So what? Vacuum will be created. Water rushes into the oral cavity or the pharyngeal cavity through the mouth one, and the process of inspiration is carried out. Then what happens at the time of this expiration? During expiration, mouth becomes closed, as we already mentioned in the mechanism of these bony fishes one. Mouth becomes closed. The external flaps of these external branchial flaps are get open, and water comes out through these gill slits outside this pharyngeal cavity. And during this circulation of this water, the process of respiration is get completed. That means complete the process of inspiration as well as this expiration one. In case of these sharks, or in case of these cartilaginous fishes, this process of inspiration or this mechanism of respiration, that is this inspiration and expiration, is innervated or regulated by means of this 5th, 7th, 9th and 10th cranial nerves one, and also hypoglossal spinal nerves. Okay, this is the physiology of respiration. That is, in physiology of respiration, we know it well that is during this respiration, the water is circulated through these gills, and the exchange of the gases will be takes place. Oxygen is taken in, carbon dioxide is given out, and oxygen with which is inhaled or which is taken up into these efferent blood vessels will be carried and supplied to this each and every part of the body. Okay, thank you very much. With this short lecture, we have just completed the mechanism of respiration in case of fish, that is gill respiration, how it is carried out in case of these bony fishes as well as in case of these cartilaginous fishes. Well, with this lecture, we have just completed the 3 small chapters of the unit first of paper number 5, that is animal diversity. Next time we will come with this another short topic, that is this amphibia, and in that amphibia we are also going to see the general characters, classification up to this order, and one interesting factor regarding to this amphibians is that is parental care one. If we complete that chapter, we will finish entire 1 unit of paper number 5. Before completing or after completion of this unit number first of this paper number 5, we will have separate test on each topic with this Google Forms one. I will create Google Form test one, MCQ test will be there on each topic, and we have to attend submit the test within the time one. Okay, after completing this topic amphibia one. Okay, after completion of this amphibia, I have completed, or I have just divided that amphibia into this amphibia chapter into these 2 presentations. In first presentation, first of all, we will see only the general characters and classification, and the next lecture we will see the interesting factor, that is how this parental care is taking place in case of this amphibians one. Okay, thank you very much. Take care.